I don't have agenda or anything.
That's what I asked you in the back. Did you
No, I said I don't have anything.
go to?
All right, we'll open this meeting.
That's the agenda from this morning that was printed.
That's the agenda.
May I take a look?
We have not changed anything on the agenda that we gave you. Same agenda, 44 items.
Okay, Board of Estimate and Contract agenda.
Same thing.
I got you.
Board of Estimate and Contract. This is Tuesday, November 19th. The time is now 10:07 in the Mayor's Conference Room. Clerk Brown, do you mind facilitating roll call?
Controller Reynolds. As the record reflects, I went down to Controller Reynolds' office. Controller Reynolds said there's a constituent that had an emergency, and she's with that constituent, and she will not be participating in the meeting because she's going to be with the constituent.
How long is she going to be with the constituent? Is that
That
all
I
day?
don't know.
Oh, okay.
Council President Duarte.
Present.
Mayor Wallace.
Here.
There's a bit of confusion with the agenda this morning. The agendas that was received by the City Council President, council members, and the Comptroller and the Mayor's office had 44 items on it. That is the agenda that you have today. There has been concerns to add 2 items on the agenda as of late as last night. Therefore, it is the will of this body. If you want to add those items, you will have to do so at this meeting. We did have conversation with the council president, make her aware of the items to be added, and we also spoke with the comptroller this morning of the items that was to be added. Currently, again, you have the original agenda that was handed out to the members of the board on Friday with 44 items on it. There is consideration, it's my understanding, for 2 more items.
I don't know, what's your agenda?
Yes, the 2 items that came from the law department, I believe Ms. Gears has those items, one of those items.
No? I don't know.
You want to discuss it now, or you want to discuss it once you complete this agenda?
I guess we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it now. Or matter of fact, we'll discuss it at the end for the add-ons.
That being said, we got 44 items. There's no objection. We shall proceed.
And Clerk Brown, put these into. This is the new budget you can hand out.
Number 1, on the resolution approving ordinances, please turn your phones down. Authorizing the transfer of funds within the Department of Public Works. The amount of it's $100,000.
I'm gonna ask if we can hold this item.
Okay. Member of this board is asked to hold this item. No objections? Shall be held.
Okay, no objections.
Shall be held. Number 2, authorizing the transfer of funds for various city departments, amount of $700,000.
I'm gonna ask again if we can hold item number 2 as well as item number 3.
Item number 2 has been requested by the council president to be held. There's no objections. The item is held.
Objection. I did not agree to hold that one.
I just said if there be no objections. What is your
I
objection?
think we need to move this forward. Going forward, I don't see a reason to be holding this particular item. There are a lot of lawsuits that has to be dealt with immediate. There are several lawsuits that have to be dealt with. Right now, everyone is on hold, waiting for this money. So the lawyers will not proceed. We will lose these cases if this is not moved forward. I don't see a reason to hold it here right now.
Based on some information that we received yesterday that we did not have last week, I've consulted the council members, and we would like to hold it at this time and have a special to revisit them. And we're happy to have, schedule a special as soon as possible so that we can address it.
So what is the issue?
I believe it's a budgetary issue. The information that we had last week is not consistent with the information we received yesterday, and so we'd like to revisit it before we move forward. If we need to amend the legislation, we'd like the opportunity to do that.
Do the council need a quick briefing on it?
We can have a special, yes.
No, I'm saying today. We can skip this one for now and then come back, which will give the council enough time to have that conversation outside.
In a recess?
Yes, I mean a recess.
That's not, you said a briefing.
I mean-
You made a recess.
I mean a recess for this particular piece. That works with you, and you, and you.
We do have a
Okay.
quorum present, yeah.
Okay.
We can recess.
Okay, so we're gonna hold that for now. I mean, not hold it, but we're gonna skip that one for now. Okay, we're gonna go through these other ones. We're gonna have a recess, and then we'll come back for that
Let me ask you
one.
this, what's the difference between item number 2 and item number 1? When we revisit all of them?
Because item number 1 is actually a transfer within DPW
Correct, but it's,
for itself for snow removal. We're moving from one line to another line. The reason why I'm not going to go crazy on that because I don't see snow in the forecast in the next week or two, but we can get that done quickly. Commissioner's here if you want to ask him.
I believe the purpose of that, we have expended our 2019 budget on auto repair parts, and we are doing our snow fleet prep right now. We currently only have 6 operable plows for 10 routes. We're hoping to have 11 plow truck salters operable, and in order to pay the bills to refurbish these trucks, get them on the road, we're moving money within our own department.
so, I don't think we have a concern with the purpose of the transfer, we understand that. I think the concern that was raised yesterday was whether the funds were actually available in those salary lines where we're transferring them from. That was the question.
They were budgeted, and we didn't have people in those positions.
So there were vacant positions?
They were vacant positions.
Okay, so if we can, I know we held item number 1.
So you want to do item number 1 and then
Because
jump?
they're all the same reason why I'm asking to hold them. In items 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, but I think the information that you have, be it that it may have been the last week, the information that I gave you this morning, and we can brief you again on with management services plus additional funding that we have also gotten. I have no problems with it whatsoever. I do have a problem with holding anything and then trying to do a special, and the outside counsel not taking these cases. And that's a big problem, because if we do not move forward with handling these cases, it's going to cost us a tremendous amount of money down the line.
Excuse me, Honorable Board, you're discussing the item in detail, and you didn't move it. I know the council president requests for it to be held, you request for it to be not held, you're doing explanations. If you're going to vote it up or vote it down, it should be on the question as opposed to just general discussion prior to the vote.
Okay, but my would you and your council partner like to go out and, no, I'm asking a question for clarity, or do you need, because I see the 3 of you here. That's what I'm saying for your huddle. I get it. I'm asking what your availability is. I already know hers. You sit it right here.
As you know, Mr. Mayor, we have another meeting scheduled here at
Okay.
11:30, and you also have urban renewal, so.
Yes. Okay, so let's move down the agenda.
So we're
just
tabling items 1, 2, and 3? Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Yep. Until we could have a conversation after, and then we'll just recess for a quick minute, run in and see. Okay, number 4.
You move it to number, we're going to table number 3. Number 1 is Number 1 is held, the table in number 2. We didn't discuss number 3.
No, we didn't.
Okay, you want to put it on?
Authorizing the transfer of funds from the police department to the law department, amount of $500,000.
That's another item that we're asking if we can table that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
Come
all.
back and discuss it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about 1, 2, and 3.
Number 4, grant permission for 3 members of the police department to attend the unnamed aircraft system preparation course.
So moved.
Second. On the question? Roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 5, granting permission to the commissioners of the Department of Assessment to attend the seminar.
So moved.
Second. On the question? And then roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 6, authorizing the transfer of funds from the mayor's office to the Department of Planning and Community Development, the amount of $10,000.
So moved.
Second. On the question? And then roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 7, authorizing the City of Mount Vernon City Council to establish an escrow account for the purposes of reviewing zoning petitions submitted by the Walkburg Home of the Evangelical Lutheran Church, Walkburg Residential Community, Inc., Walkburg Senior Housing, Inc., Lomond Village Housing Development Fund Corporation, and Fredericks Supportive Housing, LLC, collectively zoning petitioner requesting the designation of 1 Walkburg Place, collectively tax lots 165.42-2160-1 and 165.50-2194-4 and 165.51-2194-5 under the RMF-SC Senior Citizen Housing Floating Overlay Zone District and made a minor amendment to Section 26-23.c of the City of Mount Vernon Zoning Code to clarify the inclusion of 1 Walkburg Place as a parcel eligible for designation in the RMF-SC Zone District.
So moved.
Second. On the question? And then roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 8, under settlements. Settling the claim of Rafael Palacusos and Clother for $600.
So moved.
Second. On the question? Roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
There's not that many, but we can take all the settlements all at once. I move to,
I want to read all of these in the record.
okay.
Okay, number 9, settling the claim of John Paziano, amount of $2,173.21.
So moved.
Second. On the question? Roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 10, settling the claim of Taurus Hardy.
So moved.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Go ahead.
for the amount of $4,511.23.
So moved.
Second. On the question? Hearing none. Roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Number 10, settling claim of John H. Stark, $3,500.
So moved.
On the question? Hearing none. Roll call.
President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Under tax review settlements, number 12, settling tax review proceedings.
Question, I'm sorry, point of clarification, or I guess this is a question. Do you want to take all the tax settlements as one, or you want to read each one to the record?
We're gonna take them all at once. However, I do want to ask the assessor, if we take all of these now without transferring, how would that work? Can we?
To my understanding, we did not have this, we did not have the funding to cover all of these tax services if we take it all
So,
without transferring any funds into the tax.
Could we
service.
transfer the funds after we adopt these, or is,
That's a question for the attorney, but
no, this is assessor's
the
question.
money. No, I'm out of order.
Ms. Brown, the Corporation Council is not here.
We have the total for the tax certs, it's $354,162.94. So that's the amount that would be required to cover these.
And currently, there's no money in the budget?
And
No,
No.
zero.
So if we pass the
So
settlements
let's-
now and then transfer funds later, is that still, can we do it in that order, or do we have to transfer the funds first?
No, I would, for that, let's table that till we come back with all the other stuff too, because I don't want to pass this knowing that we don't have the money and then something happens. I'm not going to take that chance.
Right, understood. I
So
think-
all of that's going to be tabled. These are all tax settlements that need to be addressed, but we'll address that too.
So we're going to
Okay, no
table 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 will be also tabled for further discussion in this meeting.
Right, because just for the record, the transfer that we're going to be discussing from the police department and other funds are going towards paying
Number 3.
all of these here from 12 down to 30.
Correct.
All right, so that is for the record.
Right. Yeah, you have that. Yeah, I do.
All right,
You-
so
All right, next you have from 31 to 44 is the salary resolutions.
we could take those all as one, if that's all right with you.
Salary resolutions,
You can, but actually I would ask to table this as well, just because I found a lot of different discrepancies. There might be explanations for the discrepancies in the numbers that are here versus what's in the budget or what was approved. But there's just too many discrepancies for me to feel comfortable voting on this right now.
I've been asked to remind the body that salary resolutions are generally passed in close proximity of the budget when the budget is passed. If the budget is passed before the end of the year, then this is done generally in the beginning of the year. If this budget is done, this particular budget was passed in March this year, and so there's an indication that it should have been done in some sort of proximity when the budget is passed.
This has been tabled about 20 times. So if you want to table it again, and the council want to table it, council president, then we'll hold it as well.
So items, I'm sorry, for the record, what are we doing with item salary resolutions?
I would move to hold it, but if you want to revisit along with all these other items that we're revisiting in our special.
You don't have to move to hold it. It's been generally accepted in this body.
I'm sorry, yes.
That any member of this board
I would
requests to
ask-
hold an
I would
item,
request
and
to hold it.
that is respected as such.
Well, yeah, well, if she wants to hold it, we can hold it.
Okay, so items 31 through 44 will be held officially for the record. So there are items that must be revisited based on the earlier conversation, which is item 2, 3, 11 through 29.
Yep, so what we'll do is we'll have a brief,
No, items 12 through.
12 through 30,
12 to 30. Also, 2
and 31 through 41. 31 through 44. We could discuss all
31
that.
through 44 is held.
Yeah, okay.
To
1
be
through,
revisited in this particular meeting is 2,
1
3.
through 1 through 3.
No, 1,
I did ask to hold 1, but for the same reason as 2 and 3. So if we're tabling 2 and 3, can we also table 1?
That's it. Yeah, 1 is not being held. We're going
No,
to
I did-
table
I
it.
did-
I'm just saying the official record was it was requested to be held, there was no objections on it. That's what it was written in as.
No, it wasn't. It was an objection. I spoke about that
There was an
objection.
objection
and
on
it's-
2, sir.
well,
Because I wrote it down after there was no objection. I had
okay.
no
So
objection.
we will revisit 1 through 3 during this recession, and then 12 through 30 as well.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to take a brief session. Recess.
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 There needs to
Sorry,
be a
and
motion to recess.
and come back.
I'll move to recess.
Second. So we'll take 5 minutes.
Just a second, sir. Roll call on recess. Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
I would suggest that you,
We are now back from the. Oh,
Okay.
back from the recession.
Need a motion to come out of recess?
Recess.
I move to come out of recess.
Second.
Roll call on the recess. Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Okay,
Let me just say on the record, Mr. Brown, Clerk Brown, we were able to go into a small, brief conversation with the council and our commissioner to have a little more clarity. So we did receive, everybody got the clarity that's needed. So we're back for the record.
okay, all right, so what is the desired spot in reference to the agenda? You said you wanted to revisit 1, 2, and 3. And
Right,
the others,
and also-
12 to 30.
And also 12 through 30. Correct.
Correct.
So you may read it into the record.
Okay. Authorizing the transfer of funds within the Department of Public Works, the amount of $100,000.
So moved.
Second. On the question?
On the question, so let's just be, just to clarify, the transfer is transferring funds from 2 vacant positions, so it's unexpended funds into the snow removal budget line for our snow prep for the season. So we just clarified with our Commissioner of Management Services that those funds are there, and the Commissioner of DPW also verifies that that is the case. So with that understanding, we're comfortable with moving forward.
Second.
Okay,
We already moved in second.
are you ready for a roll call?
Yeah.
Council President Duarte
Aye.
and Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
For the sake of the record, this item was previously marked held, but this body has decided that they want to revisit this item in the meeting. Therefore, you have taken a vote to move forward with this item. Reason why, because the record is going to say held, but now we are overriding, this body is overriding their decision to hold this based on their discussion. Number 2, authorizing the transfer of funds from various city departments, the amount of $700,000.
So moved.
Second. On the question?
So on the
Roll.
question, just to clarify, these are funds that we had reviewed last week. Commissioner, we verified that those funds are in fact available in those lines. The commissioners for each department have, to my understanding, signed off on that. And so for this item in particular, the council wants to make sure that we get a report on these expenditures and
Sure.
and where that we're briefed in a timely manner with regards to
We
these
spoke.
outside contracted services.
Okay.
Okay?
For the record, we have also spoke about that during council session.
We
So
did.
we will give you law department will tell you as they spend the money down and let you know. Actually, this is for mostly a lot of that funding is for the certs that has to do with the settlement. So Stephanie will give you a report on all of the certs when they're being paid.
I think item number 3 is for
Okay.
inserts. This is for outside contracted services for the law department.
Okay. Council will get a report.
Okay?
So move.
Roll call.
Roll call. Roll call.
Okay. Council President Duarte on number 2.
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye. Number 3.
Number 3, authorizing the transfer of funds from the police department to the law department, the amount of $500,000.
So moved.
Second. On the question? Same as number 2 and
It's
1.
Same as, yes. So what
Roll.
we thought was questionable has been verified that the information we had is the same.
Roll call.
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye. And Clerk Brown would like to take items 12 through 30, all as one.
Is the desire of this body to take items 12 through 30 in one motion? You need to make the motion.
Sure. I move to take the tax settlements for items 12 through 30 as one motion.
Second.
So move.
So moved, I'm sorry.
Okay. Move.
Second.
Okay. On the question?
On the question.
Okay.
Roll call.
So actually, quick question, since we have the assessor here. My understanding is that we have a certain amount of time from the date of settlement to make these payments. Do you know where we are in that timeline? Because a lot of these were signed off by you going as far back as September.
Yes. Yes, we do have to pay them in a timely manner, but so far the petitioners haven't actually had started, they actually haven't been, they actually haven't started any process of us to be, or we'll be responsible for interest and penalties. So that hasn't happened. These tax certs right here, these are all from 2018 that we're paying off currently.
Right, but those settlements or those judgments came recently, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, some of them came in September, some of them just a little earlier, but yes, they came recently.
Okay. So no proceeding has actually started, but do you know where we are in terms of the clock? Like, when does the clock actually start?
The clock has been ticking.
It has been.
Yes, but as I stated, so far the petitioners haven't actually taken the next step to actually find the city where we will be responsible for interest and penalties.
Do you know what our window is that may be
It's
left on
well,
that?
by law, it's 90 days after we receive the signed consent judgment.
Okay, oh, and we're still within the 90 days?
I can't say for sure, but some of them we are and some of them we might not. But as I stated before, and so far, we haven't received any interest in penalties, not to my knowledge.
Okay. Clerk Graham, roll call.
Roll call on number 12, 30. Okay, hold on. Number 12, settlement tax review proceedings, First Street Magic Wash and Lube, Inc. This actually should have been done prior to the motion. 300 First Street, the amount is $12,415.22. Number 13, settlement tax review proceedings, 390 MV Holdings LLC, 390 East 3rd Street, the amount of $12,568.58. Number 14, settling tax review proceedings, J&P Realty of Westchester LLC, 47 Blinker Street, amount of $4,245.64. Number 15, settling tax review proceedings, 210-212 Washington Street LLC, Washington Street, the amount of $30,968.54. Number 16, settling tax review proceedings, Sharon Borcella, 115 South Terrace Avenue, the amount of $3,959.70. Number 17, settling tax review proceedings, Verizon New York, Inc., 0 Mount Vernon Avenue, the amount of $119,974.82. Number 18, settling tax review proceedings, Mount Vernon Holdings LLC, 32 Mount Vernon Avenue, the amount of $8,743.36. Number 19, settling tax review proceedings, Menco LLC, 10 South 4th Avenue, the amount of $48,056.10. Number 20, settling tax review proceeding, 105 Monroe Street, the amount of $4,704.15. Number 21, settling tax review proceedings, Charles L. Dunn, 18 Roosevelt Square, the amount of $15,367.19. Number 22, settling tax review proceedings, Tennyson Machine Company, Incorporated, 535 South 5th Avenue, the amount of $3,682.97. Number 23, settling tax review proceedings, 25 West Lincoln Avenue, LTD, 25 West Lincoln Avenue, the amount of $1,347.75. Number 24, settling tax review proceedings, Vernon Manor Cooperative Apartments, Section 1, Inc., 465 East Lincoln Avenue, the amount of $5,319.29. Number 25, settling tax review proceedings, Miguel Paulino, 18 South Blinker Street, the amount of $13,133.88. Number 26, settling tax review proceedings, Michael L. Leon, FKA, Tika S. Nislim, 46 Clinton Place, the amount of $1,648.20. Settling tax review proceedings, Tri-Tech Realty LLC, 40 Hartford Avenue, amount of $7,831.28. Number 28, settling tax review proceedings, South 4th Holdings LLC, 52 South 4th Avenue, the amount of $11,611.38. Number 29, settling tax review proceedings, 40 North Mac Realty Corp., 38-46 North McQuestion Parkway, the amount of $45,730.67. And number 37 tax review proceedings, Lee Chambers LLC, 65 South 4th Avenue, the amount of $2,854.22. It has been moved and second and now ready for the vote.
Thank you, George Brown. Clerk Brown, can we facilitate a roll call?
Council President Duarte,
Aye.
Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Okay. I believe that.
Yes. Before we close, did you hand out the new, the budget?
This document I just handed out to you was just received in this meeting. It appears to be the annual estimate for 2020. You have it before you. It has a property tax increase of 1.28. Again, a tax increase of 1.28%.
So, at this time, I'm submitting this budget, Clerk Brown, to the Board of Estimate and Contract. Is there any other business?
You said you was going to address the other items that was potentially to be discussed. Again, the other two items, you do have only 44 items on the agenda. We did not present those items because of the time that we received them, but it's your prerogative how you want to move forward with it.
Yes, can we know what the items are?
One of the items
Or could
is,
you present
Ms.
the
Gears, you have that agenda that we discussed? There were settlements.
Oh, we're gonna do this first.
There were settlements. One was a settling claim of John Ghazi for $12,000, and the other one was settling the claim of Cupcake Cutie for $75,000.
Okay.
I did not get ample time to
You want to address
forward
this?
this information to the council president,
I haven't seen any of this.
nor the council. I only
Okay.
made them aware of it, and as of last night, when I was attempting to scan the document, I noticed some discrepancies in the document, which was about 7 o'clock last night. And when I got it, I wasn't sure which version to scan, so I did not scan it to the council president, which I did have a discussion with her today. The controller did not get it either. At one point, I got a document that appeared to have inconsistency, only with the paging, that's all. I'm not talking about the contents of the document, where at some points it might have said page 1 of 3, and I didn't see 2 of 3, but Miss
Ask her to explain what these are.
Miss Hughes did give me a full copy of it last night, which was actually, the document's 36 pages in reference to the Cupcake Cutie settlement. That's what I have to say for the record.
Okay, so we're gonna get, because I don't have an idea of the two cases either, so I'm gonna ask corporate counsel come and explain what a little bit about those settlements since we didn't have opportunity. But while she's
I think that you would want to go into executive session.
Yeah.
when she comes, we'll go into it. But right now we can talk about the budget. Okay, so I think this budget, well, I know this budget is a fiscally responsible budget. All the department heads came through, they put everything that on their Christmas list, and we were able to chop it down to get it to a reasonable budget. The budget could have been a little less, however, because, and I want people to know this on the record, because of the tax pilots and tax breaks that was given, we have lost $2 million in our assessment value of the city. So in the last 2 years going back, we have lost $4 million in our assessment. And the problem I have with that is going forward, taking a look at how we do pilots and tax breaks, because if we're losing $4 million in 2 years, okay, because of these same issues and our assessment values is falling, that's going to be very concerning, because that's $4 million, which comes out to about 8% tax increase that can possibly happen in the future. So it's something to be mindful about. But I think everybody would be happy with this budget. It covers all bases without overtaxing the citizens of Mount Vernon. And the only thing I look at in the fund balance appropriations is the 1.8 that we use to balance it out, which is a small thing, being that the controller says she has $4.3 million in surplus. So we just thought we could use a bit of that, balance out the whole budget, and I think everybody will be happy with it. So,
Well, you need to also call for a public hearing.
yes, I am going to call for a public hearing now.
That should be in the records.
Yes, I am calling for a public hearing based on this budget today. So I would like to put that on the record as well, Clerk Brown.
Yeah, come on, Lisa.
Okay, so you can't call for a public hearing until you vote on it.
Right.
So you can't call for it. She's, as far as I know, she's just getting it now. The council hasn't looked at it yet.
We haven't
So
looked at it.
the board of investment has to vote on it, then you have a public hearing, and then it goes to the council, and there's a public hearing. We're the only ones that do the public hearing before, and then we vote on it.
Okay, well said. So would we like to facilitate a roll call, or you're just saying this?
No, we're just
For vote to
saying
go
this.
to,
No, I'm not.
To the-
I'm not prepared to vote on this right now.
okay. So, with that being said,
Want to go into executive session to discuss? the
yes,
two
we're going to
items?
go into executive session to discuss 2 items.
I would have, well, I don't know which items they are.
The 2 that was added?
Yeah,
What
I have
what they are?
On one.
Okay.
Okay, just a moment.
I move to go into executive session to discuss
Yeah, please.
a couple of settlements.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by the council president to go into executive session to discuss the settlements before this body. Roll call on executive session. Council President Duarte
Aye.
and Mayor Wallace.
Aye.
Okay, just 1 second.